Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Michael,
I'm Noé.
and we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. Let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so for our breakdown today, we have Identity Crisis, DC Comics. It was from June to December in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
It ran for 7 issues.
Okay.
The main characters...
Sure redefined everything too.
A little bit, yeah. It kind of gave you the darker side.
Like for such few issues, like about half a year, completely just like changing the trajectory of the entire DC canon
until Rebirth.
Yeah,
and
then like on Rebirth.
So stupid. God, it was so stupid.
What they call it, like DC abortion instead of Rebirth.
Got it demonetized in the first couple of seconds.
What did I do?
Now we're gonna have an abortion fact thing at the bottom of the video.
God dang! I can't use the word abortion.
No.
Well, damn. This is not America. This is America.
Not unless you want to.
This is my area.
Not unless you want to have a bunch of people in the comment section arguing back and forth. That's the one thing that we do try to avoid on this channel is we don't really try to talk about politics.
Right, exactly.
So. Politics don't matter really when you're talking about...
I only follow the politics of the one true king of Westeros, Stannis Baratheon.
All right, so the main characters in the series are going to be the Justice League, Green Arrow, Batman, Elongated Man, Dr. Light, and Jean Loring.
Elongated Man?
Yes, instead of Plastic Man.
Why the fuck would he have a... Yeah, like that's such a fucking, like, a random choice. Like, could you get Plastic Man because it's so, unique and simple and quick to say?
Yeah.
Or should we Elongated Man?
He's basically the knockoff version of Mr. Fantastic.
Elongated. Like, it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's Elongated Man. You know what I mean? Like when a villain sees him, well, if it is my arch name, it's Elongated Man.
They just shorten it down to E-Man.
Yeah, because they realize Elongated Man is a mouthful.
Or you get the illiterate people that can't pronounce nothing.
I don't know, like say, like for superheroes, like it has to be a quick, simple, like, like, oh my God, it's Batman, it's Superman,
Flash,
Green Lantern, the Flash, Wonder Woman, Elongated Man.
Even the Spectre, and he's not even a main character.
Spectre, like it's quick. You gotta be quick with your, with your hero name. It's like that fucking movie, that cowboy movie with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
The assassination of Jesse James by the coward. Blah 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 blah. It's like 50 words long.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a long... Look up the Brad Pitt Western. It's a long-ass title.
It's like that's a little bit too long of a title for me.
I'll look it up while you keep going.
All right, so the creative team on this was created by Brad Meltzer, Rags Morales, Michael Baer. Written by Brad Meltzer. The artists were Michael Turner for the cover.
I mean, 60 years old, Brad Pitt.
I know.
Jeez.
The penciler was Rags Morales. The inker was Michael Baer. The letterer was Ken Lopez. The colorist was Alex Sinclair. And the editor was Mike Carlin. Alrighty, so Identity Crisis is a 7-issue comic book limited series published by DC Comics from June to December in 2004. One of DC's top-selling series, the first issue was released in June 2004 and was ranked first in comic book sales for that period with pre-order sales of 163,000.
Nice.
Which is quite a bit.
So here's the title. The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford.
Oh my God, that's too long.
That's the full title.
That's just too long.
Can I get a ticket for the Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford? Thank you.
My God. They always say make movie titles short too.
Short and simple.
Like even one of the longer ones.
Unless you're Indiana Jones. There's Indiana Jones and...
But it's Indiana Jones, so that when you go to the theater, you
just say Indiana.
I need the Indiana Jones film.
I need a new Indiana movie. I need a fix.
But you can at least say that rather than the entire series.
I need to see Avengers 15, the unavenged.
But again, even though it says Avengers, you can go up there when the new movie comes out. Hey, I want a ticket to Avengers.
You ever see that?
Super simple.
There's that new trailer for Deadpool where it's got that huge base. Mm-hmm. That's made out of the body of Ant-Man, and Ant-Man being portrayed by Paul Rudd in the movie or in the movies, mm-hmm. And like it opens up, and then of course Deadpool's like, well, it looks like Paul Rudd finally aged, because it's like just a skull inside the suit as it opens up. So just, Ant-Man being meta.
Yeah.
Or not Ant-Man, but Deadpool being meta.
It's like, yeah, he's finally aged,
Here's a skeleton. Because I think they're changing the format of the multiverse. Like they're saying that, I don't know if Deadpool is setting the precedent or not, but they're saying that every universe in existence in the Marvel series, each universe has its own specific superhero. It's not like it's not none of them are like, they're not all like the MCU, which was like all a bunch of heroes consistently,
Right.
which is probably how they're gonna say that that's the main universe because there's so many of them. But like apparently everyone's gonna have their own like specific, like one is just gonna be the X-Men, or one is just Deadpool, because Deadpool's he's part of the X-Men too.
They're doing it so that way they can cover their own ass in the future whenever films bomb, and they'll say, no, that was a standalone. That had nothing to do with this universe at all.
I would do that too if I had to watch Morbius again.
Oh, God, don't bring that shit up.
That's the first time I fell asleep in a movie theater.
That movie sucked. And they also tried to make him like an anti-hero. Like, why?
He didn't really fit much as an anti-hero. He didn't much fit as a superhero either.
That's what I'm saying. But he wasn't a villain, though.
Oh, by the way, the Diddler did do it.
I seen the scariest sight in the world, and that was him running down a hall.
Fucking almost butt-ass naked.
It's like, imagine if you seen that shit running towards you. It's like,
the Diddler!
And it's funny because the name is sticking now, the Diddler.
Well,
Everybody's calling him the Diddler.
now if I die in a car explosion, it was a Diddler.
If you seen him running towards you, and then all he has to do is start throwing his hands up and doing that dance that he used to do.
Oh Lord!
Oh God, that's how he's surviving.
That was a fucked up video. And how come it took him that long to show it? It should have showed that all those years ago.
You would think.
I guess like whenever it's like the most profitable to show a video, I guess.
Yeah, that is a big thing.
Like someone just has it like in a vault.
The Diddler did it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. He just comes out of the fucking room like, ah! And he had time to put socks on at least. I noticed that part.
Funny as shit.
Like you didn't put any boxer, but you were in a towel, but you had socks on.
He's ready to do this, and they're trying to get freaky.
I guess.
Oh shit. He had all those other rappers back in the back.
Jeez.
There's somebody, he's got Justin Bieber on there singing Baby.
Baby, baby, baby. Fucking tear falling down his eyes.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
It's still funny though.
It was a crazy news week.
So many things came out. It's still funny though.
Oh, you guys have to excuse me. I'm fucked up right now. Go ahead.
All right. So the story also adheres to the continuity changes introduced by Crisis on Infinite Earths and 0 Hour Crisis in Time.
Okay.
So this is when they still had continuity in DC Comics before everything got fucked up with the New 52.
I imagine like it would be so funny if there was one guy in the bowels of the DC headquarters, right?
Yeah.
And he's like the continuity like caretaker. He's just sitting there. He's got like a whole wall of just stuff
Or
connected.
it's all webbed.
Just strings everywhere, and he's just chain smoking. He's like 22, but he looks like he's 73 years old. He's like, God dang. So in 1973, Batman finally met the new Robin, Tim Dredd. Like the door creaks open, and like Dan Ditto comes in. So I need to talk to you about continuity.
Well, thank God he's not there no more.
What do you know about continuity?
I'm so glad that he's not there no more. Dan Didio.
Dan Didio.
Didio. I think that's how you pronounce his last.
He probably did it too.
He probably did. He was part of the Diddler.
With the Diddy trio.
And now it's what's his name?
Samuel L. Jackson runs DC Comics.
It works for Marvel. That'd be funny.
I would love like random like facts like that. Then like no one knew, right? Like fucking Samuel L. Jackson writes a new Nick Fury comics.
That would be weird.
You know what I mean? Like it's just a random fact that no one knew.
That'd be hilarious though too.
Like that golf guy getting arrested the other day.
And then he's like, got to go play golf. It's like,
And I'm like, well, damn,
fuck, bro.
there's no random, random shit like that.
And it's like, okay, you drug a cop. on your car.
He dragged him?
Yeah, he drug him.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he still got to go play golf. It's like, well,
If I'd have done that, they would have fucking lit my car up.
that's what they would have did. They would have lit my car.
You know, 150 bullets, and then they'd find 17 grams of cocaine in my fucking lips or something. They just sprinkle that shit on my fucking chest.
And 3 acorns.
Fucking 3 acorns. They're get down. I should make an acorn gun just to be an asshole. Like when the police arrest me, right? They find a slingshot of some acorns. Yeah, yeah, I did it. That she can pierce through body armor, apparently.
I know.
You think he quit?
I think
I
he got
wound up-
fired, didn't he?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think
He lit the fuck out of his own car.
and still missed.
I'm glad. If it was me, like, I'm glad you're a shit shot.
That's what everybody said. Though. It's like, damn, dude, that many shots and you still missed every one of them? Like, bro.
Jesus, what a wild night. Yeah, but it would be funny, like random tidbits of famous people like we didn't even know.
Yeah. Just random shit you've never even heard of.
Be fucking hilarious.
All right, so
Like fucking Brad Pitt has a fucking show on public access or some shit. You know what I mean? Just the randomest fucking thing. He just sits in the chair and talks to other celebrities.
I guarantee you there's facts out there like that, though. Just random shit that you've never even heard of. The celebrities do.
Just for fun, I guess. I mean, I guess they're real people too. They got to be complex and multifaceted.
I mean, you don't really hear about Scientology from Tom Cruise no more.
Because he knows not to talk about Scientology.
Now.
The first rule of Scientology, you don't talk about Scientology.
No, like Leah Remy when she came out.
Leo, oh yeah. Man, I used to have such a crush on her when
King of Queens.
the King of Queens. So I was like, oh, yell at me all you want. Because that was actually an emotion. That was a verbally abusive relationship, by the way.
Yeah, it really was. And nobody realized it. Same thing with Raymond.
It was
Deborah, where she was always yelling.
the one episode that turned me off of Everyone Loves Raymond was that her life was great. Like
Yes.
he didn't beat the shit out of her. He paid his bills. He didn't cheat on her. He took care of the kids. Like it was a nice, cozy family life, right?
Yes.
And then one day he comes out. He comes to the house and he looks through the window and he sees her crying on the couch. And she's like, sometimes I feel like crying on the couch. I'm like, bitch, for fucking what?
Yeah, it's true.
That turned me off of the entire show.
Like, like she always complained about his mom and stuff
Like if you
like
fucking
that.
open the door and cry, I'll give you something to cry about. Fucking pulls his belt out. But that shit made me so fucking mad.
Because why are you crying?
Exactly. Well, what? Like, oh, my life is so sad. Your life is fine.
She's got a nice house, big house, in New York.
But some days I just feel like crying. Why? Yeah, still. Oh, I was so mad.
Because they lived on Long Island.
Did they?
Yeah. Like they lived in a nice house.
Fucking expensive ass houses in Long Island.
I know. Her Raymond was a sports broadcaster or
He was?
or journalist.
Okay. Yeah, because it would cross over a little bit with King of Queens.
Yeah.
It's like set in the same universe.
And like he had his mom living across the street, which apparently annoyed her because they were kind of like wacky.
Right.
Okay, whatever. But they watched the kids whenever. They would like anytime she needed a break, the motherfuckers were right there.
Right. Like go to your grandparents' house.
Or if she ever needed food made or dinner made, they would have. Marie would have made it.
But no, I got something like to cry on the couch for whatever. Well, I was so angry. That was the dumbest fucking plot line.
You were even safe because the brother was a damn cop.
Yeah. Fucking 6'9".
Oh no. Hey Ray. Hey Ray.
Fucking voice. If his voice was 1 decibel deeper, you shit your pants. Pull the car over. Oh fuck! I shit myself. I'm sorry.
And then he always cried.
You know what it was? It was like if he was Black Bolt. That's how deep his voice was.
Yeah.
Opened his fucking mouth and fucking disintegrate everybody.
Hey Ray. Hey Raymond.
Sound like what a fucking golden retriever would sound like. I don't know why.
Great name is what I thought.
I mean, because he's almost like lovable like a golden retriever. Most Great Danes. I don't know much about their personality.
Depressed.
Hey Raymond, I tried to hang myself, but I got no thumbs.
Like a Great Dane would be like Marmaduke.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't that depressed.
No, but
That dog loved fucking stuff up.
so did so did Robert.
Remember, he hooked up with some woman once, and his fucking pants were so high, like it reached to her fucking bra, like her breast size. And
Yeah.
shit. Remember, like her pant, like his pants, because the parents had caught him.
Yeah.
at the house. So she was covering up with his fucking pants, and that fucking shit, the fucking belt buckle reached all the way to her titties. I'm like, God dang, Robert, how fucking tall are you?
And then she had the weird brother.
She did?
Yeah, she did. His girlfriend. That became his wife.
Oh.
She had the weird dude as her brother. Can't remember.
I didn't know she had a brother.
Yeah, because remember her family was super Christian.
No, I never met that.
You never made it that far.
Once I saw her fucking crying for no reason, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit.
Yeah, if you watch the later episodes though, yeah, they're funny.
I liked her in the show The Middle. I fucking love that
That's
show.
the mom. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a perfect dynamic that time.
Patricia, I think is her name.
Yeah, I think so.
Patricia Heating, I'm pretty sure.
I love the Middle. I love Malcolm in the Middle. I couldn't stand Everyone Loves Raymond. Go figure. Maybe I just like dysfunctional-ish families.
Yeah.
Well, because dysfunctional families are more real.
Yeah.
Like, no family is perfect.
What I like,
They're also like, they're not also like the show Shameless. Like, they're not all fucking that bad.
no, well, a lot of people even came and pointed out that in Malcolm in the Middle, their dad was actually a good dad overall.
It's just fucking insane.
Yes. But he was a good dad to them. Like, he tried to show them the right things to do. He did anything that they wanted for him, you know.
I think my favorite part was when Lois was pregnant again.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, honey, it's going to be fine. We got this. Like, he's trying to be as encouraging as he can. Then he goes to his car. He gets in. The minute the fucking door locks, right? Because it's almost like those cars are almost soundproof.
Yes.
Like, not 100%, so don't be fucking in the car. But they're almost soundproof. And he fucking just, he just starts fucking bawling. No! And he starts fucking shaking the fucking steering. He's so mad that he's having another kid because he can't handle it. You ever see that scene? Like, he just fucking collapses in the chair or like in the seat, in the driver's seat. And he's just like, I can't fucking do this. And of course, Malcolm's sleeping in the back.
Yes.
Because he couldn't find it, because there was so many people over that he couldn't find a place to sleep at night.
And then he didn't even know that he was back there.
Exactly. That was the funniest part.
Because you got Malcolm with wide eyes where it's like, oh, shit.
I watched Hal fucking bawl his eyes out. I watched that shit like on repeat on YouTube for like a month straight. Every time I was feeling down or bored, I would just watch him fucking disintegrate emotionally.
Because that makes you, it's like, my life could be that.
Like, he could be there like on the fucking dead-end job, about to have another fucking kid. He can't handle the kids he has now. But one's a fucking a master chef.
Yes.
But one's a fucking master genius.
Mm-hmm.
And one's a fucking master musician. So for all three of his kids were something. Well, the oldest one was not. He was like the most plain one.
Yeah.
Francis was,
I think, didn't it end with him being in Alaska?
no, that was like halfway through the series.
Was that halfway through?
Yeah, because he left military school. Then
I know that.
Then he hooked up with that super gorgeous wife of his.
Yeah.
And
What happened after that, though?
after that, the very last episode was them. It was Malcolm graduating, and he was being offered this high-paying job, like $multi-million like signing bonus, and his parents, his whole family somehow made him look so unappealing that they turned down the offer, and he's like, "Why would you do that to me?" And like apparently they need him to suffer so that when he becomes president, that he'll understand the common working man. Now that was how the series ended. And he's like, oh yeah, being president is hard. And I'm like, you'll be all right.
You're already a genius.
Yeah,
And it started with red paint being put in his chair in the first episode.
it did.
Mm-hmm.
They also had that weird scene where his mom was topless, and when she opened the door, I don't know what angle they were trying, because they dropped that angle real quick. They never had topless mom walking around ever again,
No.
because it made no sense to me.
Well, yeah, they did later on.
Well, I know they did the Burning Man topless scene.
Well, they did that again, too, though, with her. I'm pretty sure.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's just a weird angle.
Yeah.
Like, because they're not like a nudist family, so it made no sense.
No, I think it was because she was doing clothes, though, at the time.
Hmm.
Like, she was still putting stuff up and
The fucking titties flapping left and right?
Mhm.
I don't know. Weird.
didn't have time to
I guess not.
brawl. So,
Because I'm trying to figure out what the meaning was.
Yeah.
Is it like it's just nonchalant? Like this is how it happens sometimes with kids. You don't have time to get dressed, or I don't never assumed that
she was wearing, like, regular clothes still at the
at
bottom.
the bottom, and just her titties were just fucking swinging out. Because
I think it
when
was,
she opened the door, the guidance counselor was like, "Oh, she gave them some titties."
it's like, what? You have them, too?
It's like, not as fucking immaculate as you.
I
Basically, what she said.
I think it was that she was trying to get a bra out of the clothes. I think that was the whole thing.
Because from a storytelling perspective, I always wonder the angle of why.
I'm pretty sure it was just because they're.
That's how sad I've gotten these last few years. Like, instead of being the pervert I used to be, like, oh, titties for no reason. I'm like, why are there titties?
But why are there titties?
Yeah, like, but why are there titties?
I said, what was it? You go from the where and when can I find them to the why?
Exactly. Like, what? How does this fit the story narrative? I wonder. That's how depressing I've got. I guess that's how much my storytelling has tried to develop into an actual, like, what's the point?
It's like instead of the where and when, it's the how, why.
You remember that Kira Noir movie I told you about, where it's two separate movies mashed together?
Yes.
I bought because I saw it on TV. I bought the full DVD, right? And I'm watching. I'm like, why? What? I don't understand because it drives me insane that there's two different movies.
Right.
Like every scene would be the movie. So it'd be movie 1, scene 1, movie 2, scene 1, then movie 2, scene 1, then it'd be movie 1, scene 2, then movie 2, scene 2. I'm like, what? Like, to this day, I'm like, I watch it sometimes. Not for any like actual like because I've seen it all, right?
Yeah.
You see one titty, you see all titties, and I'm just like, I don't understand the actual narrative of what you're trying to do here. You could have just done the two movies and just split them up.
Yeah.
It's just like I literally feel like buying the rights to it and rewriting it so that they fit together.
And the rides probably are not very expensive.
Probably now like $80.
It's free. Just by the time it's on Tubi, it's free anyway.
Oh, I realize why they don't. You know, it's going to be a dirty movie or like a softcore movie when it's like 45 minutes long, because they have to cut out everything.
Yeah,
You're like, that's a short movie.
they cut all the dirty scenes.
There's one called the Teeny Weeny Bikini Squad. I think they changed the title in the and it's like 35 minutes long.
They brought it down from a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah. 2.5 hour epic to a short little concise story.
That's hilarious.
Well, I guess back to Justice League, we got really sidetracked, which is always nice for me
Oh, well.
to talk about whatever we can film wise.
All right.
Tune in next week when we have Kira Noir here to talk us through this movie.
All right. Let's see here. The story adheres to the continuity changes introduced by Crisis on Infinite Earths and Zero Hour as heroine Wonder Woman.
Heroin?
Mm-hmm.
She just taking heroin?
Yes. And sad thing is, it's spelled the same too.
Black tar?
Mm-hmm.
God dang.
She got it from the gods.
Zeus is the dealer? I got that shit you need.
He called it lightning
I bet he did.
because it'll light up your life.
Fucking ruin your life too. The light. You hear about that Houston? You see the videos of the Houston storm?
Yeah.
Like a fucking apocalypse opened up. Holy shit.
And that storm lasted all the way to Florida.
I never knew. Like, I've never seen it get that dark. Like here.
I have. One time.
I never want to see that.
The only time I've ever seen it get that dark was during May 3rd, 1999.
But it was pitch black.
I will never forget the way the sky looked that day.
Ugh.
Like the strongest storm that's ever been through.
Fucking like Houston was like a major city just getting like, you see that skyscraper just fucking windows knocked the fuck out?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, right there by the ocean. So
yeah, welcome to hurricane season.
exactly. As the hero Wonder Woman was retconned out of the pre-crisis JLA.
She was?
Yeah. And all
because of her mother, right?
uh-huh.
Right.
So in all further references to Wonder Woman, it's replaced by Black Canary. Yeah. Following Infinite Crisis, however, Wonder Woman is restored as a founding member.
Okay.
One of the major plot threads, the breakdown of relationships within the Justice League of America, is examined in the storyline Crisis of Conscience in JLA 115 through 119, August-December of 2005. The miniseries is followed by the crossover event Infinite Crisis, which had Darkseid, I think, in it. Or no, that was Final Crisis. So
okay.
But this took place before that.
Okay.
So basically, we start off, while Elongated Man...
Jesus.
is on a stakeout, during which a minor villain called Bolt is shot and wounded by criminals. His wife, Sue Dibney, is murdered in their apartment, apparently dying of burns.
Oh.
Yeah. The DC superhero community rallies to find the murderer.
Was this that one really bad storyline where Dr. Light rapes one of the heroes' wives? This is the one? God dang, I hate that storyline.
Yep. With a recurring villain, Dr. Light, being the prime suspect. Green Arrow reveals to the Flash, Wally West, and Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner, that Light once raped Sue Dibney.
Oh.
In the JLA satellite headquarters.
God dang it.
Yeah.
That's some like real dark shit.
I know.
That a hero would not like, especially like their level of heroism.
Yeah, they don't put up.
They're not used to that.
No.
Like, I mean, like, if you imagine the old 1940s heroes.
Yeah.
And then walking into some real horrific shit.
I don't know, though. The original Joker was pretty bad.
Was he?
Yeah.
Like, because the way you look at it, right? Like heroism, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are certain like things that you have to keep because you have to keep it lighthearted escapism.
Yes.
So it can't be something like truly fucking dark.
Really, really, really dark.
Like you can't have a Spider-Man walk in and like a bunch of murdered babies.
Although Spider-Man gets dark as fuck too.
Does it?
Like you've read Spider-Man comic books.
I don't
He's been put through so much hell.
Yeah, but like within the context of superheroism.
Yeah.
Like his girlfriend dying, sure.
Yeah.
Like him almost losing, he lost Uncle Ben, all that.
But not like
something truly fucking dark.
Yeah.
Like within the context of real life, like it gets dark in real life.
Yeah.
There's certain limits within the hero world that they're like if they were trapped on they landed on our planet, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Yeah. I'm watching like cartel people get fucking like skinned alive.
Yeah, because the only other dark thing like that I've seen before is like whenever Jason Todd got the shit beat out of him.
And even that was just like an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Like everyone gets their ass beat eventually.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like it'd be like if different like, got that fucking crowbar shoved up his ass or something. It'd be a whole different story.
I mean, we don't know what actually happened. So
within the context of superhero antics, that would never happen. It would never cross their mind. Even villains have that limit because you can't make them that real. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so like something like that, Dr. Light, that's too real. It completely offsets the escapism and the suspension of disbelief. Because now I'm like, God damn, you need to put that motherfucker in jail.
Yeah. So yeah, that basically, let's see here. This happened in the JLA satellite headquarters. So to ensure this could not happen again to Sue, another Justice League member or their loved ones, the members at the time, Adam, which was Ray Palmer at the time,
okay,
Black Canary, Hawkman, Green Lantern, which was Hal Jordan at the time, and a reluctant Flash, which was Barry Allen, voted to allow the sorceress Zatanna to mind-wipe the villain and alter his personality to an ineffectual buffoon before again sending him to prison.
So they made him the weirdo, like D-level villain?
Yes.
Because of that?
Yes.
So he was that legit villain?
Yes, before that. Before that, like, he actually had intelligence.
Yeah, well, he was a fucking rapist.
Yeah. So, further discussion reveals that a mind wipe was also done on at least another occasion when the secret society of supervillains, which were the Wizard, Floronic Man, Star Sapphire, Reverse Flash, and Blockbuster, they captured the JLA members of Superman, Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan at the time, Zatanna, and Black Canary, which was the Wonder Woman in the pre-crisis continuity. So that's where that continuity
Hippa whatever. What's her name? Hippalata?
Yeah. So where it wasn't her no more, it was Black Canary. Yeah. And switched bodies with the heroes, allowing the villains to learn their secret identities by casually removing the heroes' masks.
How simple.
Although the heroes defeated the villains, Zatanna once again erased the villains' memories of the incident and their knowledge of their secret identities. So they're just playing mind wipe.
Yeah, with everybody. It's all on the Men in Black.
Kind of, yeah.
Got Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith pop out. They've actually been part of the DC universe for years, but no one knows because everyone's mind's been wiped consistently.
That would be funny.
Wouldn't that be fucking wild?
So Green Arrow's words also imply that they have done this on other occasions when their secret identities were threatened by magic or other means. The heroes locate Dr. Light, who has hired the mercenary Deathstroke to protect them.
Okay.
So Got a little bit of intelligence at this point now. During the ensuing battle, Light regains his memory and, enraged by the violation, uses his formerly lost powers to escape.
Uh-oh.
So now he's not an underate villain at this point.
It's back to normal.
Like powerful, like he controls light instead of just ray of light.
I shoot you with my sunshine.
That's what it was.
He hit Superman. Superman like, bro, I'm about to fuck you. Well, he just gets stronger.
Pretty much.
Every time he hits Superman with the ray of light, you can see his titties get harder, like his nipples. Like, thank you, I needed that. And he just fucking clobbers him.
I mean, I guess he could, since he can control light, he probably can control like parts of the light spectrum, which would also include like radiation and stuff. So kryptonite, radiation.
Maybe. What if he was in D level?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But now that he's got his intelligence back, so although questioned by Superman, Wally West continues to protect the heroes and their secrets. But Superman has learned them after eavesdropping on the conversations between him and Green Arrow with his enhanced hearing. So even Superman didn't even know about this.
I bet you. I don't know what Superman would do.
I don't think he would mind wipe him. He's not that kind of a person generally.
You just throw him in jail.
Yeah, he put him in the Phantom Zone.
Jail.
Yeah, the Phantom Zone. Adam finds his estranged wife, Jean Loring, hanging from a door, blindfolded and gagged, and revives her just in time. But she is unable to describe her attacker.
Damn.
But I'm assuming it's Dr. Light.
I remember this story now.
A little bit, yeah.
I do love me a mystery.
A death threat is then sent to Superman's wife, Lois Lane. Captain Boomerang, Digger Harkness, is hired by the third-rate villain, the Calculator, on behalf of the real killer to assassinate Jack Drake, father of Robin.
Imagine the Calculator fighting Superman. I got a 0.17 -% chance of beating Superman right now. Let me calculate this out.
And I even like how they put on here, if he's the third-rate villain.
Yeah, I'm assuming he is. I got a -17% chance of surviving this ass woman.
So Jack finds a gun and a note warning him of the impending attempt on his life, and fatally shoots Boomerang, who also kills him. So they kill
each other?
Yes.
You know, like I always found out that to be like a little bit dramatic, right?
Yeah.
But one time I was playing this old UFC game, UFC Undisputed 3.
Yeah.
And me and the CPU were fighting, and we legit knocked each other down. Like at the exact same time. I went down, right? And he got knocked out, but I was so confused as to what happened until I realized, like, whenever you get knocked down, you kind of keep your head, like, you kind of pin your head up.
Yeah.
Like up against your chest because you're still, like aware, right?
Yeah.
But when you're knocked out, you lay there like a rag doll.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh, wait, I'm still conscious. So I get up, and the ref finally stops the fight. And I'm like, I wish I could have recorded it. Because I've never had a dual knockdown before.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like we just landed at the... Like, that's probably the best UFC game of all time, by the way. UFC Undisputed 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most realistic one. Like, when you don't... Like, that's real life stuff. We just dropped each other at the same time.
Like where there was still a couple of those kind of things added into the game.
Yeah. But then they fucking EA ruined everything.
EA ruins everything, though.
God dang you, EA. We're making the new Batman game. EA Batman.
So after this, Tim Drake comes upon the aftermath of this and is comforted by his partner Batman, who confiscates the note after before the authorities or the media can learn of its existence.
I did like the fact that Tim Drake was the more detective one of the group.
Yeah.
I know Nightwing was the more agile, like quicker one.
Athletic.
Probably the better fighter.
Yes.
Jason Todd was the tougher. Like, I take a ass flip. I mean, you got a crowbar shoved up his ass.
More weapon-oriented character. Yeah.
And more... I guess like criminal minded.
Yeah.
Probably understood criminals better than
Nightwing. Yeah.
He probably grew up as a criminal family type thing. And then Tim Drake was the detective that found out Batman's identity.
And Tim Drake was like extremely intelligent too. Like he doesn't get enough credit for how smart he actually was in the series. Because there was times that he actually figured stuff out before Batman did, and that pissed him off.
Yeah, my battle here, you little son of a bitch. Damn well, I'm the knight.
But I think, hasn't Tim Drake lasted around the longest as actual Robin?
I don't remember. I know he had like I had one issue of Robin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like issue like 100 something, where he fought some guy that would like get up on a horse. Like, he could like summon like a demon horse once a night, but it was like a split personality, and he was on there for a long time, like over 100 issues.
Yeah,
as Tim Drake, Batman or Robin.
Yeah, because I think Like, obviously, Jason Todd wasn't around for that long as Robin.
Got his ass fucking. By the way, that's all your fault, Vance. You're the ones that voted. Whoever voted for him to get his fucking ass beat, you are accomplice to murder. Attempted murder. All right, let's get that one. Let's get that settled 100% right. You are accomplices to murder. You all said yes, kill that little boy.
Yes.
Don't you ever forget that. I don't want you to say jack shit.
And then Dick Grayson, he was known like in comic books much longer, but I think that his run as actual just Robin was shorter because he became Nightwing
Right.
faster, I think. And then of course Tim
Yeah,
Drake,
that weird fucking like V-neck, weird ass first.
where it looked like ammo strapped around.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Like the newest iteration looks so much better.
Like with 3 chest hairs.
It's weird.
What looks better? Batman with like a fucking like titties full of chest hair, or fucking fully shaved?
I'd probably say shaved to make more sense.
Because I remember like I never had that type of like, you know those guys that just fucking pull their shirts off and they're just fucking chests is just fucking looks like a fucking silverback gorilla, just full of hair.
Well, the only reason I would say that is because of the utility of it. Like, you're wearing a suit every night.
Shit must chafe. His fucking butt cheeks must be fucking raw.
That's the talcum powder's for.
Yeah, like just like fucking. He just keeps like he's got the only supply of talcum powder in all of Gotham because he buys it all.
He slaps somebody and there's white powder.
Probably.
What the fuck was that, Batman? Nothing. Don't ask questions.
Like Jim Gordon has always known who Batman was because he just follows the fucking talcum powder troll back to goddamn Wayne Manor.
It's the only way he can pull on the tights.
Oh man, that would be tight to put on.
That's why I said I don't know if he would have the chest hair because it'd snag every
Yeah,
time.
that shit would fucking hurt.
He goes to go peel it off and it's like,
Ooh. Oh yeah, that would. I guess he would be shit.
that's why I said utility wise.
So he just was like, so canonically he's fully hairless from like the neck down.
I mean, that was utilitarian wise.
Right.
I would think so. I don't think it was ever drawn that way though.
Fucking when it like the Flash comes in when they talk to Batman and you just see him put rubbing baby oil on his chest and ass. It's like, what can I do for you, Wally West?
So that way you can slide in.
And then the Flash is just fucking traumatized. How can I help you? He's just fucking rubbing fucking baby oil on his legs, on his fucking shiny ass legs. I'd be like, what the fuck?
So that way you can slide it all on.
Fuck, I gotta wear my suit, baby.
It's like, we know you do it too, Wally.
Like, no, my suit's elastic. It just comes on. Fucking starts crying. Superman, I don't think he can shave his chest or he had to laser that shit off.
Yeah, remember, that's, did you know that's canonical now? Like the way he shaves?
So he has to use the laser? 'Cause
Yeah.
he can't shave?
You know, in a mirror?
Yeah.
Like whenever it comes up as a thing of, how would he do that? Animated series. You know, he turns the mirror so he can shave.
She'll be awkward. Like, I gotta shave my back hair. Like 50 mirrors in this fucking bathroom. Just hitting every single one. It's gotta be like, you gotta be a master of calculus and geometry. It's like, if I angle this, I can hit my ball sack.
Oh,
That one got me. If I angle this right, I can hit my ball sack. Oh, man. That'll look good for Lois Lane.
over here trying to shave his ass hairs and stuff and just, it hits the wrong spot.
It's like, oh, my fucking ball sack. He has the back of his ball sack. He must have fucking grapes for balls. I can already tell. I can tell. Just fucking hanging. You can hear them hammer each other when he walks. Clank, clank.
All right.
Where were we?
So after Tim Drake finds his dad dead,
Oh, fuck. I got depressing quick.
so during the questioning of several villains by the heroes, former League member Firestorm, which is Ronnie Raymond, is stabbed through the chest by Shadow Thief with Shiny Knight's sword.
God dang. Everyone's just getting fucking murdered.
Yes. Firestorm's nuclear powers reach critical mass and he detonates in the atmosphere. Wally West questions Green Arrow again after accidentally seeing a snapshot of the battle on the satellite in Light's mind, which reveals that Batman was also present during the entire mind wipe and stuff like that.
He'd have to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which-
I'm assuming his mind isn't wiped.
Well, his mind was wiped.
Oh, he would have been fucking livid.
He was.
What the fuck, I'm Batman.
So Green Arrow confesses that Batman had left immediately after the battle, but unexpectedly returned just as the mind wipe was taking place. He disapproved of this and nearly attacked the other heroes. He was then magically restrained, and his memory of the incident was removed.
Oof.
So,
He's
yeah.
fucking livid.
Yeah. Batman locates the calculator's hideout at this point, but discovers the villain anticipated this and abandoned it.
I would have been there's a 30% chance no one will find me, and then Batman comes like, fuck. Fuck.
The autopsy of Sue Dibney's body by Dr. Midnight and Mr. Terrific, two characters you don't really see very often.
Mr. Terrific. He never gets a lot of play in the actual like mainstream universe.
He doesn't, but he's a good character. Like,
Yeah.
you could actually do, I think, a pretty good movie with just him.
Mr. Terrific.
Like, if it was just, like, about him and, like, maybe a couple of JSA members thrown in there.
Sounds like a good superhero name too. Mr. Terrific.
Dr. Midnight, too. You don't really hear about him, but he was a pretty decent character for what he
Wildcat. Is that his name?
Oh, yeah, the one that...
Like, Wildcat.
The one that taught Batman how to box canonically? Yeah. They realize, as does Batman in the course of his own investigation, that Dibney was murdered by someone who had access to Ray Palmer's technology, which was the Atom. He used to shrink himself to subatomic size. Almost simultaneously, Palmer learns that Jean is aware of the note that was sent to Jack Drake, which had been kept a secret by the League themselves, and realizes that she's the killer.
Some shady shit going on.
Yes. So Lorraine claims that she did not mean to kill Sue, and that it was not her intention for Jack Drake to be killed as well, arguing that she sent the note and the gun so that he could protect himself. Lorraine states that she...
Here's a gun with the most powerful beings in all of existence. Here's a gun.
Yeah.
This will get him.
Lorraine states that she undertook the plan, including faking an attempt on her own life, in order to bring Ray back into her life. Realizing that Lorraine is an insane person at this point,
Yeah, but hopefully, they had a normal actual reaction. Bitch, are you fucking crazy?
he has her committed to Arkham Asylum before being racked by guilt over his former wife's actions and then disappearing.
That's fucking wild.
Because he disappeared into the subatomic realm, basically.
So we just fucking dipped. I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
My bad.
In the final scene of the Justice League, this Justice League series, Wally West is awkward in the presence of Batman, who is suspicious of his behavior after this. So then we have some aftermath, right? The ramifications of Identity Crisis are depicted in the title Flash as his rogues gallery villains that band together. They have a funeral for Boomerang, so it's actually shown for that. Also in the one-shot Countdown to Infinite Crisis, as well as the tie-ins, the OMAC Project and the title JLA, which reveals that Batman remembered the events in question at some point afterwards. So, like, he actually regained his memory as well about how they wiped his mind and all that kind of shit.
He's taking a shit like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Which explains his paranoia against both heroes and villains that lead to him creating Brother MK1 satellite. So the brother satellite.
The OMAC? Did he make some OMAC too?
Yeah, that's part of OMAC.
Okay.
It basically to monitor superhumans, which is an important factor in the 2005 through 2006 crossover storyline of Infinite Crisis. It is revealed that the storyline that the Justice League's mind manipulation, Jean Lorrain's turn to villainy, and Sue Dibney's rape by Dr. Light were three of the many indirect actions affected by Alexander Luthor Jr. and Superboy Prime, which were caused by the overlaps of parallel timelines from their pocket universe since the Crisis on Infinite Earths series.
Eesh. It's a mouthful.
So it's all because of the actions of Alexander Luthor Jr. and Superboy Prime. Or Superman Prime at one point. But they all led to that kind of stuff. And it also had until the New 52 reset every fucking thing, it also had, when you would have Zatanna and Batman in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
Like she was a love interest at one point for him, but he never trusted her fully after that. So after he learned that she mind wiped him.
What else have you done? Did you try to peg me? Did you wipe my mind? You bitch.
And then Jean Lorraine went on to become Eclipso in the Day of Vengeance series.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah.
She lived on the fucking dark side of the sun.
Yeah.
I love that series. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's Identity Crisis.
I had all the issues, and I think I sold them back to vintage stock, but I actually bought all the Day of Vengeance issues.
I still have them too.
I'm fucking mad I gotta go back and get them. They're probably still there.
Nobody bought them, they
Probably, yeah, exactly.
And it's for me personally, it's just an overlooked little mini series.
One of those things that's like niche enough, but still mainstream enough that's it's known, but it's not like as well read.
Like people know the events that took place somewhat in it, but they're not Like they don't actually know everything that because it was like a tie-in to so many other
Right.
things. But like it's also how you have a lot of the older like magic casters and stuff die off.
Oh yeah, because like on top of the issue, doesn't it say like countdown to infinity something?
Yeah, Infinite Crisis.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was part of the whole countdown to Infinite Crisis itself, which was Alexander Luthor Jr. and Superboy Prime.
Superboy Prime.
Yep.
He's like, I'm a man now.
I'm a man. I'm Superman.
Superman's like, fuck you. You're just a boy. You ain't a man. You had to shave your own balls with your laser beams. That's how you know you're a man.
You gotta use your laser vision.
His shit must be thick as fuck, too. Just a fucking forest down there.
Imagine when he gets swamp ass.
I bet you he calls it Thor's hammer, too. His cock. So Thor's like, don't you ever call it that.
It's like, we'll lift it then.
Only the worthy can lift it.
It's like Mjolnir.
Basically, yeah.